All right. All right. Shalom, shalom. This is your brother Shamak. All right. Now, I first start off by giving all glory, infinite praises unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, teacher real well, and overseers Tabernacle of David. Shalom to the hopefully elect that's giving diligence, made a collect shore across four corners of the earth. Shalom to the angels of witnesses day, and shalom to the few sincere Akwafim, sisters that's just the truth and all sincerity. All right. As I'm gonna touch on the topic of wisdom, okay, because going into being wise is not denying the Lord. Being wise is not denying the Lord. All right, because it's a lot of it's Jake out here. It's a lot of Israelites, Hebrew Israelites. Okay, one of the Black, Hispanics, Native Americans that awaken to their true identity and nationality. Okay, that seek to be on the forefront. You know. And that's really can be a danger zone being this truth, because we are enemies to this world. We are enemies to this society. Okay, we're exposed to society in its entirety. Okay, filtering the good and the bad of this gospel. That's part of this gospel. Okay, but that's also, you want to be wise around these 2/3 niggas, the nigga woman. Okay, so-called white man Esau. All right, you want to be wise in the society. All right, we're going to have our time. You're going to have your time. Okay, to die for the Lord. You're going to have your time to put forth your faith. You're gonna have time for all that. Right now, man, you know, going in the courtyards or court system, Salaki, going to the court system with your fringes on, going to your jobs with the fringes on around the white man with the corporate office. Hey, man, he's gonna mark you. You know, and some of us, yeah, we understand we already marked. Maybe some of us, you know, but you want to avoid. You don't want to cause your own suffering. Basically, want to go into. You don't want to cause your own suffering. So let me get that. Of course, let me start off with the moving wise. You want to move wise as possible. You want to avoid what you can. It's some things you can't avoid. If your boss see you on the highways and byways, then hey, so be it. It is what it is. But if you you're not going to the office, you know, setting up camp in the middle of the office, you know, setting up camp in the middle of Walmart, you know, that's stupidity, bro. You moving as a fool, basically. You think you're moving in the right spirit just because it's the truth, you know. This doesn't mean you always speak about it. Okay, the truth. This thing is not for everybody, bro. Okay. Let me get Matthew chapter 10, verse 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Okay, we harmless to all men. You know, we move with wisdom. Okay, we move with skill. You gotta be skilled, and that's why we say, hey, go to the apostles and elders. Because we say go to the apostles and elders because they already been through those experiences. They've been through the trials and tribulations. They've been through those experiences. That's why you seek order. Okay, but you know, like Apostle Gabar said, it's a lot of Jake and Israelites in the truth today. They've been in the truth probably 3 to 5 years and think they got it all figured out. You still don't know shit, bro. You know, 5 years, hey, it's a good amount of time. But hey, you gotta understand, man. You always gotta tell yourself it's always more skill, okay, to develop, and the wisdom. You know, it's not wise. You know, this topic key comes up because Israel want to scream, Jake want to scream, law, law, law. Man, y'all not really ready for the law, man. But when we touch on the lunar Sabbaths or whatnot, you know, and then now it's time to be quiet. When we touch on lineups, now it's time to be quiet. We touch on lay hold in the scriptures, oh, now it's time to settle down. You know? But let me get some accounts of being wise. Okay, let me get an account with Paul being wise. Okay? Paul, he mentioned himself to be a Roman. Okay, so did he deny the Lord? Okay? And it's not fear. Being wise is not being fearful. Don't get that misconstrued as well. Being wise is not being fearful, because people may think, oh, well, you gonna tuck your fringes in when Esau come around? No, man. We're not scared of no damn Esau. Okay? We're not scared. We're not scared of this society, but we want to move wise. We want to have our time. We're going to have our time. Jacob's trouble. You're going to have your time, man. to put forth your cause, to put forth your own works, even more. Okay? You're going to have your time, man. People, you think Israel today think they're in the battlefield right now. Oh, I'm going hard for the Lord. I hope you should be going hard and putting forth this work, but you don't want to be on the forefront, bro. You don't want the smoke. You don't want the smoke, man. You want to take your time right now. Keep it simple right now, because in that time you gonna get what you've been seeking for. You know, truly, man, in all sincerity. Let me get. It's Acts chapter 22. So let me go to it real quick. But Paul recognized himself as a Roman to get out of the situation he was in. You know, But this is Acts chapter 22, verse 25. It says, and as they bound him with thongs, Paul said unto the centurion that stood by, is it lawful for you to scourge a man that is a Roman and uncondemned? So he wasn't wrong. He was saying, he's basically saying in our situation today, okay, and this is the state we in right now, we'll go to the courthouse like, dang, is this right to do an African American like this? You know, is this right? That's you being cunning. You know, you using deceit. You know, to get what you want. You know, you being cunning, and this is what Paul was being. Paul was being cunning. Okay, he wasn't denying the Lord. He was just being wise, so he can keep pushing and put forth those works to push the gospel, man. And that's what we want to do. You don't want to provoke Satan. You don't want to tempt the Esau. And when he put you in the jailhouses in the prisons and lock you up for 5-10 years, you know, or whatever the case may be, because we probably don't even have that long. But it limits you and it bases you. It bases your spirit, and that you won't be able to push the work like you could, because why? You wanted the attention. You wanted to put on for the you wanted to put on. You make it seem like you want to put on for your how about Shemiyah Shah, but you really putting on for yourself. You really being selfish. You know, you want that vain attention. You want to feel like, oh yeah, we did this for the gospel. Your time gonna come, bro. Just calm down. You know what I'm saying? Calm down, bro. Verse 26. It says, when the centurion heard that, he went and told the chief captain, saying, take heed what thou doest, for this man is a Roman. You know, Paul like, hey, I'm a Roman. What you gonna this how you gonna do me? Because he's in Rome then, in that place. Just like we in America today, we be like, hey, this how you gonna treat an American? You know? But we know we Israelites, we're not denying the Lord, we just being wise, moving in that cunning spirit. Harmless as a dove, wise as a serpent. You know what I'm saying? Verse 27. Then the chief captain came and said unto him, tell me, art thou a Roman? He said, yeah. Okay, so did Paul deny the Lord? You know, he just moving wise. Verse 28. And the chief captain answered, with a great sum obtained, I say this, freedom. And Paul said, but I was freeborn. Okay? So basically, the point was hit. The point was hit right there. And also the scriptures also speak about agreeing with your adversary quickly. Okay, I get that. Matthew chapter 25, verse 25. Okay, and it says that because you wanna just get on. You just wanna, hey, listen, because we are in captivity, bro. We're subject to these wicked kingdoms and wicked nations. Okay, so we're gonna listen to keep our daily lives moving. You know, we not being fearful. We're not being pussies or whatnot in the spirit. You know, we just doing what we gotta do to keep it moving. We got business to take care of. You don't want to limit yourself by causing your own suffering. Doing unnecessary actions. You know? Cause just like in the law, we always bring up it's lawful to stone a homosexual, but is it wise to do that in today's society? No. You know, and then to try to be justified by the law is foolish anyway, because we got Yahweh Shah. You know, we got Yahweh Shah. You want to tend on, you want to seek, you want to put more faith in your friends or whatnot. But when it's time, but you don't even know some of the toothpaste or foods you eating got pork in it, dealing with the devil. You know, that you don't even know, that you're not even aware of, but you screaming law, law, law. You know, hey, that's what it is. But Matthew chapter 5. Verse 25, it says, agree with thy adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast to prison. So basically the scripture going to, just be wise, unless you want to be thrown into that, going to the judge, going to the officer, and thrown into prison. You know, you want to be wise. All right, let me get another account with in Mark. With Yahweh Shah was he was necessarily he wasn't hiding his talent, but he was just moving wise, you know, with his miracles. He didn't want no man to know what has been done with his miracles in Mark. Okay, let me get Mark. It'll go. I'll let the scripture speak. This is Mark chapter 1 verse 41. And Yahweh Shah moved with compassion and put his hand and touched him and said to him, I will, be thou clean. Okay, verse 42. And as soon as he had spoken, immediately the leprosy departed from him, and he was cleansed. Verse 43. And he straightly charged him, and forthwith sent him away. Okay, verse 44. Here's the point. Yahweh Shah was speaking. So he done did his miracle. He cleansed a man of leprosy. Verse 44. And he said to him, see thou say nothing to any man, but go thy way, show thyself to the priest, and offer for thy cleansing those things which Moses commanded for a testimony unto them. Okay, so he said, man, go, don't go to any man. Okay, this truth is not for everybody. That's another thing. This truth is not for everybody, man. Even your own family members, it's not for them. You know, you don't need to go out on your day-to-day basis, you know, and rebuking everybody, being over righteous, you know. But he says, he said, see thou nothing. He said, see thou say nothing to any man. Okay, just keep it pushing. You know what's the truth. You know what's predestined to come. Okay, just keep it moving. You don't just go into the courthouse. I have to keep bringing it up, man. This is recent. Going to the courthouse with your friends, bro. It's just not wise, man. Cause it can go left real quick. It can go left. Even provoking a police officer. You know, yelling to the top of your lungs. You know, we cry loud. We understand that. We're not saying don't cry loud. We're just saying you want to be wise. You want to be wise. You do not want to tempt Satan, bro. You do not want to cause your own suffering. Let me go to while we in Mark, where Yahushua was basically telling the disciples and Peter, hey, keep me as a secret. You know, it's only for y'all, man. It's only for y'all to know. Like it spoke about Matthew chapter 13. You know, you're only meant to know the mysteries of the kingdom. It's not for everybody. You know, it's not for everybody, bro. This is Matthew chapter 8, verse 27. It said, and it reads, and Yahushua went out and his disciples into the towns of Caesarea, all right, Philippi. And by the way, he asked his disciples, saying unto them, whom do men say that I am? And they answered, John the Baptist, but some say Elijah, and others say one of the prophets. And he said unto them, But whom say ye that I am? And Peter answered and said to him, Thou art Hamashiach. Okay? And that thing loud as hell, man. Alright, but verse 30. And he charged them that they should tell no man of him. So was Yahushua denying Yahweh? Was he denying the Father? Having his disciples going and teaching his disciples to be like, hey, tell no man of me. You know? Because once they find out, I'll let that pass on. But because Yahushua knew once these Pharisees, these mockers and scoffers know, more suffering is gonna come upon him. He didn't want to cause his own sufferings. He knew he had to go on that cross anyway, but that wasn't it. I'll keep going on. Verse 31, and he began to teach them that the Son of Man must suffer many things and be rejected of the elders and of the chief priests and of scribes and be killed, and after 3 days rise again. Okay? Because Yahushua knew his sufferings are going to come anyway. Same with us. In Jacob's trouble, hey, your suffering is going to come. Okay? We're going to be taken off the streets, taken off YouTube. Our time is going to come. Right now is not the time to be seeking to be put on front street. You know? You want to avoid Satan. You want to avoid certain situations. All right? Because, yeah, like it said, like it read in verse 31, he said, he began to teach them that the Son of Man must suffer many things. Hey, we're gonna suffer those many things as well. You know, just like Yahushua Mashiach. Okay? We want to suffer just like Yahushua, man. Alright? So we want to move in that right spirit. Let me get Ephesians real quick. I ended off with Ephesians, alright? Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Alright, and to move circumspect, you want to move perfect. You want to move observant. Okay? This thing don't stop, don't it? Alright, but when you're going to circumspect, you're going to be looking around. You want to be observant, man. You want to observe your surroundings. You don't want to provoke anybody, man. You don't want to cast your pearls to swine. Basically, that's basically what you're doing. You know, trying to seek somebody that's not even meet for repentance. You know, exposing the truth to them when it's not for them. You know, doing such things as that, bro. You know, it's not necessarily going to say, hey, you're wrong for pushing the truth. It's not. We're not saying that. But it's also going to, man, if you being wise, don't think being wise is you denying the Lord. Cause you got Israelites saying, "Oh, you gonna tuck your friends in when Esau come around?" No, we're not saying that, bro. We gonna do this work, and we're not scared. Okay, we just want to be moved wise as possible because we know our time is coming where we're gonna have to die for this truth. You know, we're gonna witness a lot of mass destruction. Okay, and you think you want to smoke now? You may not be ready for that, bro. You know, and be careful what you asking for. All right. But that's all I really wanted to touch on because I just want to speak on that experience, bro. Because it's starting to be too occurring. It's starting to happen over and over and over again. All right, but you're going to learn one day. You know, Israel going to learn one day. That carnal spirit is not going to cut it. All right, you want to move wise as possible. So that's all I wanted to touch on, man, is just bringing out those accounts and showing you being wise is not denying the Lord. Okay? Because these accounts are written for our learning. All right, and it teaches me as well to be even more wise, okay? But this is your brother Shamak. All right, and I hope this lesson was edifying, built up in the spirit. You know, built your soul, edified your soul, your spirit. You know, motivated, exhorted your spirit. Okay, and I end off by giving all the glory and infinite praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekha, Kadash. Double honors to the apostle, elders, a great millstone teacher. We're wearing the OCS Tabernacle of David. Shalom. Peace, love, and safety to the hopefully elect that's giving diligence, man. They call it sure across four corners of the earth. All right, hey, shalom, man. You know, I'm gonna walk with ball. Okay? Keep the faith. Shalom.